Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today, I'm going to be making a tier list out of all of the main events that we got in Honkai Star Rail from version 1.0 up until version 1. Or not, or up until version 2.3, my bad. Now, when I say main event, I'm actually talking about events that ended up being recorded into the conventional memoir tab in the events menu. You know, stuff like Ethereum Wars, the Boulder Town event, stuff like that, you know. It's easier to say main event than event that was added to the conventional memoir, you know. That's because that's a little bit of a tongue twister, right? But I've taken upon myself to make a little tier list here out of all the events that we've gotten so far in that conventional memoir tab. So I'm gonna be starting off with the one that we got in version 1.0, which is the Boulder Town Super League event. This one, hmm, this one's a little interesting because there's nothing special about it, right? It's just a regular combat event, but this right here is the first ever event added to Honkai Star Rail, the first in-game event. You know, like this, there's this event, right? There's the Star Hunt game, Underground Treasure Hunt, Cosmo. Honestly, out of every single event that we've gotten in game, this is the first one right here. Even though it's not limited, it's still technically the first event. So, you know, kind of holds a little special place in my heart. I still vividly remember playing it when it was first like added to the game. So because of that, I'm gonna put it in B, but well, ignoring the bias, it would go in C. But I'm just gonna put it in B. And besides, it got an addition. Like they actually updated it in version 1.5, which made it a little bit harder because there's a sub game mode within it, which I don't think anyone was expecting that. I don't. It's kind of weird that they're updating events that already passed, but you know, that's whatever. Next up, uh, next up is the Ever City Win. Oh my God, what? It's a long name. Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities. So this one right here, this was the 1.1 event. This one had just had you. This one had you like curating a museum right after finishing up the Eurilo 6 Trailblaze mission. This one, uh, uh, I'm gonna put it in D. I'm gonna put it in D. The reason why is because when I did it, I think I banged it out in 2 streams. I remember doing this last summer. It was not fun. It was not fun. But I will say though, it was kind of nice to doing this event while playing some Pokemon music on stream and just vibing with chat. That was really nice, you know. I think I also did a little bit of this event on my birthday stream last year. I'm not too sure about that. Another one coming this summer though. Just a couple of weeks away. There's one, two, two, 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks until my 17th birthday. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably stream it. Last year I couldn't even stream it on time. I streamed on July 13th. My birthday's on July 12th. But anyways, yeah, this one goes in D for me. And while I'm at it, I might as well make an even lower tier. Alright, so I just made 2 more tiers. These two will be important later, but next up is the Tales of the Fantastic event, which is this one. So this one came out in version 1.2, and what's interesting is when this was added to the game, it wasn't even gonna be added to the conventional memoir. Like when this event was over, it was gonna stay gone, but eventually down the road in like version 1.4-ish or 1.5 maybe, they added it into the game. They added it back into the game as a permanent game mode. Uh, I like the combat aspect. The combat's a little bit easier with this one compared to some of the other combat stuff that we've gotten more recently, right? But the combat was pretty fun. It was challenging at first, but when they added it back to the game, I just cleared everything easily. So I would put it decently high up, but there was parts where you had to play as the little birds, like the side cranes. I don't know what they're called, the origami birds. Not these origami birds, but the other origami birds in the Shinjo, and it wasn't fun doing that. So because of that, I'll put it in a B. You know, I'll put it in a B. But next up is Orm Alley's Hustle and Bustle. So this one had you basically reviving a dead part of the Lofu, an area that was gonna be sold to the IPC, but you ended up being like, nah, 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 I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna fix it all up, make it all nice and cozy, and you eventually just built another like you built another like hub region within the Lofu basically, which is Orm Alley. I really loved it. I'm gonna put in S. There were parts that I didn't like, uh, but out of some of these events have issues where you keep having your gameplay interrupted by doing quests. This one also had that, but I think it was executed really well compared to some of the other events here. So I'm gonna put in S. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. The vibes in Honkai Star Rail during this time, they were immaculate. This is gonna sound crazy for some new players, but this was before Penacony's time. So before Penacony, before Apocalyptic Shadow, before all this crazy stuff, we didn't have Sparkle, Gallagher, Misha, whatever. So we had to make do with what we had in Star Rail. It was really a bare bones game compared to what we have now, but this definitely tied us over for version 1.3. Now the next one here is Ethereum Wars. This one was the event for 1.4. This one, I liked it at first. The concept was really cool. I was gonna do a whole like series just on this one event because it is the event here with the most amount of content apart from the Origami Bird Clash event. That's just because this one has more replay value. But it was just like really cool. I thought the concept was awesome. So it could have been S tier. It had the potential, but I'm gonna move it down to C. Eventually, it got so hard. I just looked up the ideal team comps and chips. It just got boring. But there's that. The Pokemon event. It was cool at first, but kind of like, you know, could have been better. But next up is a Foxian Tale of the Haunted. This one right here. I never did it, so I don't know. I still have to do it, but I'm trying to wait until I literally have zero content to do before I do it, which Starville is it's kind of a big game, so that hasn't really happened yet. But yeah, I've never done it. But I will get around to doing it eventually though. Like I said, I'll probably try to find a time when I don't have any content to do in Starville, but I mean, I still have Swarm Disaster, which I am not even close to finishing yet, along with Golden Gears. Swarm Disaster came out 1.3, so I don't think I'll ever be able to do this. But yeah, there's that. Next up is the Critter Pick event. This one right here, the 1.6 one. In my opinion, what they should have done is this one came out in December. So in my opinion, 1.6 should have been like a Eurilo 6 event instead of this. I don't know, that's my opinion though, because winter and all that. So really a missed opportunity there. So but this one was pretty nice. It wasn't too long. The rewards were nice. I like the chat box. I'm gonna put it in B. Definitely a B event. That one's a B. Next up is Hanu's Prison Break. This one goes in A. It was short. It was sweet. They got right to the point. They didn't throw any unnecessary quests or filler at you. Just gameplay, just Hanu, And this was before the whole Hanu concept got old. It was still like a fresh thing in the game, so it was like actually magical doing it. I liked this so much. I even made a video on it. I didn't make a video for O'Malley, but that's because I had a whole stream dedicated to it. So it's even better. Next up is Vignettes and a Cup. I made the F tier for a reason, This one, oh my god, this was yeesh, a bunch of unnecessary quests like obstructing the gameplay, the actual gameplay itself not being fun. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put in D because this one was even worse, bro. This one was even worse. Clocky Dream Joy Memoir, bro. This one was so much worse. I don't know, man. Two misses in a row, like 2.1 and 2.2, kind of crazy. But they brought it back with the Origami Bird Clash event. This one goes an S. Now hear me out, okay? The whole like I've never been a match 3 fan, okay? I rarely have ever played match 3 in my life, but playing match 3 with the NPCs in the game and also like with friends is kind of fun. And also, this is the first ever event in the conventional memoir that has replayability value. Can you imagine what they'll do in the future? Like this is literally expanding on something that you could theoretically do long term. That's kind of crazy in my opinion. Theoretically, like some of these other events like Ethereum Wars also has a little bit of replayability value. Like you can fight endlessly, but you get no rewards for it. Like you don't even get rewards within the event because it's really easy to max out all your units. This is just kind of something that you do and then you just don't do it anymore. But the Origami Bird Clash event, this is gonna be here to stay, okay? Eventually in the Honkai Star Rail, we're gonna be in version like 7.0. This is still gonna be here. 7.0, that's like what, 2020, 2028? Like that's years from now. It is still gonna be here. You're still gonna be able to play multiplayer with this, even by then. So I don't know. I think that's really awesome. I'm looking forward to playing it long term. I could totally see a bunch of stuff happening with this. You know, like tournaments. Maybe a little too ambitious, but you know, the tournaments, like little stuff like that. Just fun mini games. You know, Origami Bird Clash and 1v1s with the viewers, something like that. This is the only multiplayer like game mode that Star Rail has at the moment, so there's a lot of potential that they could do with events and also multiplayer. So I don't know, the future is looking bright for Star Rail with this one. But anyways, that's it for this video. It's really long, but you know, I just kind of wanted to make this list before it got too long. I don't know if I'll ever do this again, probably not. I don't even think I'll update this, but yeah, that's it. Goodbye.